Hi, this is Jeff Arcos. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of May, 2022, and it's exactly 8:16 p.m. And We're gonna just do a quick video reviewing about the weekly strategy with what happened to them. So number one is steps is always the index meter. So the index meter, the US, there are two groups really that are, I think for any pocket it will be should be enough is the US yen, the US pair and the yen pair. So that's really, to get more than that is just, unless you have a bigger pockets in your account, then that's fine. But this one really give us, quite nice there. So US now, is the top one over here. So what I do is look at the weekly chart, and it's definitely been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. We could be at the top of the weekly. We don't really know. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that, it was for a horrific period of silence. So now we could be at the top. But look, every week, if I could say it every week, oh, this is the top, and it's gonna come back. The market continue running. If I keep last week the same, we could say this is the top and suddenly the market continues. So we don't know. I don't try to really forecast the market, but it's just to play the market as it is. So there it is. So then I start looking the pairs. So we got Australia and New Zealand as the weakest one. So we're looking at Australia US, and this is where the Australian US it is. So it did manage to break over here. So my stop loss was over there. It came to the next sort of what I call wick of the candle on the 4 hours, and I then got to stop out. Now we have a new trade. It's coming towards the midline. And what normally do by that is that I got triggered today. So that's in the 1 hour time frame. The market did hit it over there. It got triggered. My stop loss is what it should be, protecting this zone, and then let it go. Sometimes, with the market always need a space to be moved. And that's another EA that's as well a friend of mine from GMT Futures passing to me, and it's very good. It's very similar to the one that I used to use with the Trendline Trader, which is this is mine, but this is belong to my friend, so I'm not able to share with anyone. Um, anyway, so that's how I do it. So the only problem with this E8 is that in my E8 I have pip distances. So this one is just assume gets sometimes even the spread hit it and then runs from that. But then if I look at this is my previous high of that move, that should be below to the midpoint of the weekly high, weekly low. Sometimes I play the 1 hour, sometimes I put in the 4 hours. Either way, the EA recognizes the difference of the time frame. So the next one is the New Zealand US. In the New Zealand US already break from there. And so if the stop loss was over there, now the stop loss is here. So at least minimize whatever could happen. As I say, this one is being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and are we gonna continue running? Do we have more room to go? So the only thing is you need to know where possible could be that that's one, that's two, that's three there. So that's the real point levels, key point levels that the market did turn around. Even that close over there would be the practical way to look at because that's where the market bounced. All right, and this is just a small left shoulder, right shoulder. Sorry, that's the left shoulder, right shoulder, and then the market goes. So it has, it has run. When we're looking on the last move before the retracement, we can actually calculate that is exactly where it could go. So Fibonacci is quite good. I have my own targets. So as you see, that precisely comes to the shoulder over there. So I'm thinking, yeah, that could be quite nice. So it has a space to move, and that's all. Sometimes we need to be careful to watch where it is. So the New Zealand is over there. It triggered me over here. Um, and then I think I did move from that break. I did move my stop loss, got a stop out, and now my new trade is in that one there. So got my stop loss. Actually, my stop loss should be there. and then that's it. Nothing more I can do. Try by the books is very important, before anything. And then, but yeah, the market is a bit dodgy at the moment. I don't know how the news are performing at the moment, but we have in Australia the interest rate, which was a rise interest rate that could cause a lot of troubles in this country. So then after that, we do have the euro. So euro is another currency that we have, and I'm looking the euro, and again, is the euro is going to continue? We have a serious bounce over there, 2016. We're crossing this recent uh, trough, would I say, on 2020. We completely smashed that one. So are we going to continue going down? And if we break from this low, really, this is where the next move can be. Now, if we look in this move over there, it's a nice sort of, you can calculate Fibonacci from that move over there, and yeah, it's actually is going beyond, as you see in this. So the market came back over there 50%, 50%. So it's been quite nice way of trading the euro, especially with the war in Russia. It's quite predictable to come to this point and bounce back. So we're moving down, and that's the rune that we possibly have. So it was said, we have a 2,300 pips still to run. If we break from this consolidation, as well, things can happen and bounce back because it's been bounced once, twice, 3 times. But let the weekly candle close tell us those bounces. That's the most important part of the game. I hope so I'm not boring anybody. Um, but that's just wanting, I have time actually catch up to make this video over there. So the euro, and there's the euro is waiting for the trade. Actually, we didn't put the euro in here, and that it is. So I got a nice rejection points, or what I call pivots, and ready to trade. That one there. So if it breaks today, there it is. I said, so I'm flipping sometime through my EA, and this EA. The beauty of this EA is that it draws the trend lines. I only do the command um, to buy and sell. That's all, and then the rest, is done by the EA, all the risk management and everything. So actually, I have forgot to put in that. So I have already the settings apps over there, and you know so when the market breaks it will be about 80, maybe 100 pips stop loss, and yeah, so that would be. So if it breaks. If you don't know, but with my 8 I can have pip distance, which is I love it. And so if I just click a little bit to show you that, so with my 8, in the moment I draw the trend lines, and here I can actually set up a pip distance. So I can set there sell space 10 pips. So that's mean that if the market go 10 pips below, it will actually put the sell into that. Try to find the wicks, and then if I want to set up a stop loss, um, yeah, I just don't get lazy to truth. With the other one, I don't have to do nothing, but I don't like. Sometimes the price always tested the lines. Excuse me, I'm not supposed to cough in my. And then I put here sell stop loss in 10 pips. I'm sorry, this is not supposed to happen. All right, I think it's their condition. I have to call. So anyway, so that's another way that I do, and then yeah, leave it over there and see what happened over there. Okay, another currency we see the pound and the Swiss. Now on the pound, got over here, and got over there. Oh, the pound is already there. So we have a very nice trend line there, as you saw over there. And again, so it has come up here, make the Sometimes, it can be weight as well to break this point. Oh my goodness, sorry for that. And then if to delete this video, make another one, but I should bring something hot. Or just leave it over there. But never mind, the trade is there as you see. That's what I don't like. If I put my other EA, I can actually put it 10 pips below, because I know how much the market tests those lines and bonds. But at the stop losses on the high over there, got over here 100 pips, and I said there's nothing more that we can do it. And now the other period where the yen is not that strong, but these ones are very weak. So Euro yen, Australian yen, and New Zealand yen possible could be currencies to look at it in the market. So we see over there. So that's the break. Now I think in the Euro yen I have set up. I went to the top of that one there. Sorry, and the trade is running over here. So this is in the 1 hour. So if I go to the 30 minutes, so this is what possible could be running, and hopefully it will be continue. So now this is a nice calculation for the Fibonacci that we can do over here. So that is actually a nice target around that area over here, because that's a nice, if you're looking at trend line, market has come back to over here, and that could be a precious 490. But at the end of the week, whatever the week does, I close those trades anyway in this trade over there. So we'll see. Hopefully the market behaves. So at the moment my risk is 30 pips. For 400 pips, there's a nice uh, risk reward, isn't it? So um, which one more we said? Australian yen. Now, Australian, because the interest rate, it did affect the market this time. And actually, I did not pull a trade there because knew that on Tuesday it came that announcement. So now I have a nice trend line to do. I still trade in the direction of what it says here to me. So with the Aussie yen, I got it. That's my line over there, waiting for the trade. Nice symmetrical triangle comes to is passing about the weekly midpoint, which I don't like when that happens. So I might change this one. I'm not too sure, but Australia, yeah, the interest rate affected, but that's definitely a big break. It's definitely a nice leg. I always say for Fibonacci, you need a leg to draw your thing. So if the market breaks from there to here, that's 500 pips. That would be lovely. So the market gives, the market takes. We only can, try. But this one, yeah, is searching for a sell, as the rules say to us. So that's all it is. And so if I do this one, yeah, a bit of lazy sometimes. So I like to draw my line over here. And they only need one line really at the end of the day, because with this one we have a sell, and I put a 10 pips there because it's inclined. So I would like to see 10 pips, and then the stop loss and the target comes automatically. I only really need one line. Now let's see, from here I have 100 pips stop loss, or let's imagine I have 200 pips stop loss. So this is the stop loss the broker see. But when I put it a stop loss myself, and I write the commands over here, the broker doesn't see this one. So to try to avoid, hunting for the stop losses. So that's a technique as well that I'm using. But in my this EAs, I only need really one, and that's it. So that's L10. So we'll see. Cross fingers, and that it is. So New Zealand yen is the other one, and this one I think I am already. Yeah, I am in already, and there we are. Yeah, and stop loss is in place. The market came, that's the beginning of the week, so that's where it is. And after that, that's it. Just New Zealand, US, and yen crosses is more than enough. The reason that I try I always like to trade those crosses. So together, the US and the yen crosses, because normally when you see in the US, a specific starting from the US, no, it's not 100% all the time, but it's very, very close. When you see, for example, the Australian US behaving and with a bearish over there, normally you will see the Australian yen do possible the same. Look, for example, here, that was the top of of the Australian yen. It hasn't gone anymore because of what the Australia US it did. If we're looking at that, that's a beautiful double bottom of the market. The we have a sort of kind maybe this or that, but I'm looking the close of the candle more than the anything else. And if I look the Australian yen from that moment, that's exactly was the first move. So that's what these two pairs really, can can get. So this is the first wiki warning. I like the week that it breaks actually a trend line on the three bars. So the weekly breaks the trend line. So if that's the Australian US, the Australian yen normally will do that. That looks like a magic, isn't it? So that's what I like, combine these two groups. And after that, I think unless you have $1 million in your account, then it's fine to trade whatever it is. So that's the first, sort of alert that the market might turn around. And when you're looking over there, yes, you're always looking for support. History repeats in the market. So looking for that. And if you look at the Australian yen, that was exactly what we did. So, like I said, it's not 100%, but tell you, it's quite nice, the way these things works. So this is a beautiful 3 weeks. This kind of weeks is just magic, tell you, and if I look in the Australian yen, exactly like that. So I don't know if that is a coincidence, but I tell you, it does that thing. Who cannot recognize that shoulder, head and shoulder. If you're looking at the daily, you would find that one there, neckline, blah blah blah, and Australian yen is already in his markdown. So even if before that, we're looking okay. That was a nice sort of doji bar on. That's the weekly low. The market breaks through that, comes back. So that's a nice another. And I'm for sure if I go to my index meter, that is what it's gonna tell me, and that it is. All right. So yeah, things that you learn, it's just, I always remember someone say the devil is not devil because he's evil, but because he's all. Experience teach you a lot in this business. I have good friends actually. I have a good friend on Perth actually did a test in a weekly strategy, and actually say from what no, this is another one. He sent me a nice email that actually he tests the weekly. Yeah, I said I have conducted an analysis on gold from 2021 using your weekly candle close breakout system with the criteria of 1% break even and 3% using target using 1% risk of the capital. It's made an average of 3 to 4% per month and I have total return of 38% for the year. Nice, simple, and effective. Tell you, after many years in this business, the weekly candle close is everything you need. With this one, you don't need indicators, you don't need absolutely nothing. This is black and white. Stick with the system, and that it. Now, someone's asking me about the as well, apart from my friend who did the analysis of gold. So this is, what is happening as well in gold. So if we look in this week, so immediately I don't have index meter, but the weekly midpoint is telling me that I should be looking for short. So therefore, this is was my short break from there. But I want to be looking in this point over there, that because that's what it's telling me already in the midline. So remember that this is the area that as well I'm looking to try short. So if I go there to the 1 hour, I will find actually a rejection point that I can draw the line and try from under that break. And look at that. Now that is a break even already. Whatever happened the rest of the week, who cares? It's at the end of the day. So the magic of the weekly works for everything. So we're looking there. We can say this is the high of the week. So this week over there, the low of the week, the market breaks, and there we are. So we can very strive for target number one, hit it, and that's it. That is that there. Now this here we just need to play by ear because it's sort of no there. So this is the weekly low, and this will be the weekly high over there. Would be somewhere there, or this one over here, and the midpoint would be over there. Next market possible real loss. All right, I have to stop because I was coughing. I have a bad cough at the moment. But look, overall, um, how many times can you be wrong and how many times can you be right? That's what it's telling. The more, even when I look this is already messy. Imagine on the daily. It's very messy. 4 hours. My goodness, you got to live in your computer. For 1 hour, you need to divorce your wife, and then the rest I just live for the crazy people over there. But the weekly candle closure strategy is what we need to hunt the swing points on the market. Works in and out. But as my friends say, 38% for the year tell you I don't know what a bank can give you that. And this is just a black and white system, no strings attaches anywhere. You don't need anybody to tell you how to trade. You can use this for the rest of your life. 2013 was really a turning point for me. I trial different strategies and different accounts, but for my main account, this is the one that really is working. You know, all the time. I'm looking now to automate it. So I spoke with a friend lives by close by here, and if that happened, tell you just keep it doing. Now I don't know my video how to turn the comments on. I have looked at. I did already what Google said to do, but I don't know why it's still comments off because I would like to hear the comments right now. Anyway, I'm gonna put this video into there, so see what happened. In trading, you don't have to be right and wrong. In trading, you have to have money management. That's all it is. So manage your losses. Let the cut your losses early. Let the winners ride. That you'll be fine. All right. Have a nice day. Cheers and bye.